What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90. It is time for La Liga Week 19 predictions. Let me know your thoughts and predictions down in the comments. Drop a like, and whilst you're down there, quickly flashing up on the screen are all of the people that are supporting me over on the Patreon. If you want a shout out to see your name on the screen in every video, you want access to exclusive members, tips and accumulators, giveaways, group chats, direct messaging access to me, and League predictions, then click the top link in the description, head over to the Patreon, and join the members over there. I'd love to have you. I really appreciate all of the support. Thank you for all of the support, like I said, on these videos. The fact we're uploading nearly daily, I know it's a lot of content for you to consume, and the fact that so many of you are still showing up each and every single day really does mean a lot to me. I know you don't normally get to see the personal side of me. You see the pundit, for lack of a better term, the analyst, but the person in me, the human being, I really, really do appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your day to watch and support my videos. So thank you so much. With that being said, let's get straight into the first game, and it is Getafe up against Real Sociedad. All right, so I didn't actually realize that La Liga kicks off before Serie A, so I've changed the uploads around. You're now watching this today on a Thursday, and Serie A will be tomorrow. But yes, here we go. It is Getafe up against Real Sociedad. Now, Getafe had a really, really good start to the season, and that is why, despite their abysmal form, they are still up in 10th, ahead of Real Sociedad, who could go level with Getafe on points with a win here. Now, ultimately, I do think, pound for pound, on paper, however you want to describe it, I think Real Sociedad are a better team than Getafe. And historically, they finished higher than Getafe. I think they're a better team, but Getafe are at home. And Sociedad, they're a bit of a homebody as well. They like their home fixtures. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw here. And I just think the odds are so low that it's, the odds are so high rather, that it's worth a punt. The tip is going to be both teams to score because the odds are 2.5. I think Getafe could sneak one, but I don't see Real Sociedad losing to 0. So with that logic, I'm going to take a bit of a risk on both teams to score. I think under 2.5 goals is also a very good shout. It always is with Getafe games, but the odds for that are so low because Getafe games tend to be lower scoring. So I think both teams to score is worth a crack. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. After this, it is Real Oviedo up against Real Betis. Oviedo winless in God knows how long. They haven't lost in a little while. A couple of draws thrown in there. But Real Betis, they lost to Real Madrid 5-1. That was a big defeat, an embarrassing defeat, really. And they're going to need to bounce back here, and I think they can, against a team that is bottom of the league. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Real Betis, and I really love the odds of this one. It's Real Betis to win at odds of 1.9. If the odds for a team to win are nearly evens, and I've got them winning by 2 or more goals, it's almost a given that I have to absolutely take it. After this, we have Villarreal up against Alaves. Villarreal games often very high scoring. Alaves games usually very low scoring. They got a draw against Real Oviedo. I expected them to win that. That is a bad draw. Everyone should be beating Real Oviedo. No offense, Real Oviedo. So Villarreal, they're going to bounce back from their Barca loss, carry on from the Elche win that they got. The odds for them to win there were ridiculous, by the way. It was above evens. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Villarreal win. Uncharacteristically low scoring here, but I don't think Alaves are that great. So I think Villarreal beat them. They're on double the points that Alaves are on this season. Villarreal in the league look very good. In the Champions League, not so much. So I'm just going to say Villarreal to win, odds of 1.5. I really do think the odds are good enough there, so I'm going to stick with Villarreal to win. After this, it is Girona up against Osasuna. Osasuna last week drew with Atletico BILBAO. I was happy to take the unders there. Girona, they beat Mallorca 2-1. I was happy to take both teams to score there. So 2 teams, 2 perfect tips. I think this is going to be high scoring. Osasuna are only 1 point ahead of Girona. It's so tight. It's like Valencia are 18th in the relegation zone on 16 points. Osasuna are in 12th on 19. Like, even if you go up to 9th, Elche on 22. 6 points between 9th and 18th. It's so closely contested, and even bottom of the league are not that far behind, even though I don't think Levante and Oviedo are escaping the relegation zone. That last spot could be taken up by, realistically, I'm going to go with anyone, basically, I don't even know, maybe even Mallorca, maybe Girona. I just don't see Valencia getting it. Who could it be? Could be Alaves, I don't know. This is going to be, I think, a high-scoring game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. And, of course, when you predict 2-2, the logical, sensible tip is both teams to score at odds of 1.8. After this, it is Valencia up against Elche. Valencia go within 3 points of Elche, who are in 9th. if they win this, and they're in 18th. So I'm going to back it. I'm going to say that Valencia get the win. They're the home favourites. They haven't won in 5 games. Elche have been winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one, and if that carries on, they win this game, I'm going to go against it all and say a 2-1 win to Valencia. The tip is Valencia draw no bet at odds of 1.53. I don't think Elche go away here and win, to be honest. I know Valencia haven't won in a while. It's shocking to me they've only won 3 games out of 18 this season. They're better than that, and they can consider themselves fortunate with that poor record to be so close to safety, given how poor they've been in terms of results lately. But I think a 2-1 win, it's overdue for Valencia, and I think they will get the win. After this, it is Rayo Vallecano up against Mallorca. Similarly, Mallorca right down there, 1 point behind Rayo Vallecano. This is sort of a must-win game, and you have to say it is for Vallecano, who are the home side. They haven't won in a long, long time. Mallorca got the win against Elche, but they drew with Valencia, lost to Girona. I'm going to just shade it to Vallecano at home. Vallecano really fallen off this season. They had such a good start. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win, and I'm actually, instead of draw no bet like with the Valencia one, the odds aren't as good, so I'm going to say Rayo Vallecano to win at 1.9. If Mallorca beat them here, Mallorca leapfrog them. I think this week is so intriguing. Obviously, this La Liga game week, because of the Spanish Super Cup and everything like that, we don't have the heavyweights of Barcelona and Real Madrid playing. But all the other teams, there's a lot to play for, whether it's near the top for some kind of European spot or if it's near the bottom for relegation. Because you have to say, the bottom 11 teams of maybe even 12 teams, really, if you look at Elche, the bottom 12 are all in the relegation discussion until proven otherwise. So I'm going to go for Rayo Vallecano to get a win here and distance themselves just a little bit from Mallorca. After this, it is Levante up against Espanyol. Levante with a brilliant win against Sevilla. I have no idea how they did that. I predicted a 3-0. I predicted a 3-0 win to Sevilla. I still don't get it. I still don't get how they won. Sometimes in football you have anomalous freak results. That just is one of them. There is no other way to explain it. Some people say match fixing, all this, all that. There's just no way to explain it. They are not good. And Espanyol, they've won a bunch of games. They did lose to Barcelona 2-0. That was a correct score prediction for us. But before that, they were winning every other game. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Espanyol. Now, I've gone for this tip here, partly because it keeps it safer, given that Levante just upset everyone with that win over Sevilla, but also because it's safe, but the odds are really high. So the tip is Espanyol double chance and under 3.5 goals at odds of 1.75. And for me, when you've got an away team that's sort of a 2.3, 2.2 favourite, like Lazio, for example, in the Serie A, when you go double chance and under 3.5, it usually tends to be about 1.5. So the fact that there's this 1.75 seems off to me. Now, I know Sevilla to beat Levante was 1.75, and look how that turned out. But I really like the odds. I think Levante would be very happy with a draw here, just to not lose like they did do back-to-back all the time just a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to say Espanyol win 1-0, but say it'll be Espanyol double chance and under 3.5 goals. The final game, it is Sevilla up against Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo, one of the teams that can consider themselves safe from relegation. Sevilla, you'd expect so, but not if they put up performances like that continuously. They lost 3-0 to Levante. I think they're going to bounce back here and get something. Celta Vigo are unbeaten in 4, so I'm going for a 1-1 draw. And Celta Vigo is my favourite team to tip this tip, and it is both teams to score and under 3.5 goals at odds of 2.9. So there's a summary of my picks. Like I said, the heavyweights, Barcelona and Real Madrid, they've already played extra games this week. Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, they're playing in the Spanish Super Cup. They're not playing either. Obviously, Barcelona battered Bilbao 5-0, and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid aren't yet. Well, it's not been played yet, so we don't know. It's probably going to be Real Madrid to meet Barcelona in the final, which is what everyone expects and what everyone wants to see. But those are my picks. There's a lot of exciting things that could happen with regards to this league table based on whatever happens. So I'm excited to see it, but there they are. If you did enjoy this video, once again, thank you so much for the support. Drop a like. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. And why not, if Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid haven't played yet in the Super Cup, let me know your prediction for that. Who do you think is going to win the Cup? Who do you think is going to get relegated from La Liga? Let me know down in the comments. But that is going to do it from me. So I'll see you in the next video very soon.